Hi guys. So hi. Okay, so I know contouring been out for a while, but my friends still don't know how to do it. So I wanted to give a full face, full coverage contour video with foundation and concealer and the works for everyone that still does not know how to do it. And I kind of felt like it needed to be on my channel since I contour every day. So let's get into it. First, I don't even have primer on, so I'm going to prime my skin with the Makeup Forever Mattifying Step 1 Equalizer. And I take this from the T-zone and work it out because my T-zone gets the most oily. Since it's full coverage, I'm going to use the same foundation that I always use. And it's going to be the Marc Remarcable Foundation Concentrate. And put that on the outer perimeter of the face and buff it in with a Morphe M439 brush. I will never stop loving this brush. It makes your skin look so airbrushed and flawless. Using the Loreal cushion, the Lumi cushion, in the shade W8, I'm going to put my brush just right in there and put that on the center of the face to give a more luminous feel and just to add more foundation since this is full coverage. And just take the brush down your neck. Saw someone with a foundation line today. I wanted to help her. It was sad. So under the eyes, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade M25 Warm because it is thick and I like my under eyes to be poppin'. Now you're going to apply concealer everywhere you want the light part of your contour to be. So the light part, didn't want to do that. I'm going to put the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer Medium Neutral on the other points that I want highlighted. And I'm highlighting these points because this is where the sun would hit your face. This is where the light part of your face would be if the sun hit it. I'm taking a damp Beauty blender. Make sure it's damp or it will look cakey. It will not do what you want. And just pounce on the face. Do not rub. Or you will pick up your foundation and just smear it all around and it won't be what you want. And I put concealer under here just to like start my contour for when I put the dark shade in there. I think it just helps. And on the forehead to balance out the under the eye, and obviously the chin to balance out the under the eye as well. And that's where the sun would hit. Okay, then I'm grabbing my favorite setting powder, which is the Mercier translucent setting powder, and this keeps me matte and I love it. If you don't want to be matte, then I would find a powder that you like. But I'm gonna pick this up on the flat side of my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and push it under the eye, like a good amount of it to bake. And baking is to ensure that your under eye concealer and foundation do not move. Like this literally makes sure that like it cannot breathe. I do that on the chin and on the forehead because that's where I get oily, and I try to do it down the nose if I can do it immediately. Okay, while that's baking, I try to let it sit for like 5 minutes. I grab my contour kit, the Anastasia in the shade Medium to Tan, and my Morphe M523 brush. It's like this dense, nice, like just thin contour brush. And I pick up the darkest shades in this, which is Havana and Espresso. And I just go back and forth, make sure you get on all angles of the brush, and then just tap off the excess so you don't put a bad line on it. And I go from the top of the ear and aim towards the corner of the mouth, but only go like this far, like halfway. Do not go to the corner of the mouth. and put this in the hollows of your cheek. Then the other side, from the top of the ear into the hollows of the cheeks, just halfway. You can use any bronzy shade for this, or like a cool tone, warm tone, whatever you think your skin needs. And then I do it around the temples and the edges of the forehead. And this is just based on how big you think your forehead is. Like if you can do more dark to make your forehead look smaller, more light to make it bigger, less dark to make it bigger. But I just like to have a bronze forehead. And then I do it down here to hide my double chin. And then I get like a little eyeshadow brush, something like this. And I dip it into this Havana color. And I just contour my nose slightly. I don't always do this. Take it from like the top of the eyebrow and go in and along the nose. And this will make your nose look thinner. And if you think your nose is too small, then you just take it out and put more light in the center and like the dark lines out farther to make it bigger. I forgot to set my face. I'm not refilming this. So usually before you do the dark part, you would set your face with like a powder or a foundation powder or anything. I didn't do that, but I would usually do that. So I'm getting this Morphe G35 brush and just brushing away that big. And now you have like a light under eye. Grabbing the Shade Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm picking up the banana powder, hit pan on, and putting that under the eye to make it bright. And I just think banana shades goes with everything, and I put that in all the light places. Picking up more Mercier beauty sponge. I'm putting that underneath the contour too big. This will give you a line underneath your contour to slay that shit. This just makes it so your contour isn't so muddy and like all over the place. It's more structured and like more chiseled. So I'm gonna let that sit before I brush it away. And I'm gonna pick up my blush brush from Real Techniques and just get any blush. I use the Narz Amour blush. Looks like that. And you just put that from the back of your apples above your contour. Okay, I just finished up under the eyes and put some of that mascara on because I was done with my under eye area and it needed it. So then I'm going to get that same G35 brush and a little bit of that banana powder and brush away that contour. Or you can just brush away, you don't need to put banana powder on the brush. Now your contour is much more clean and structured. And I wanted to say the word natural, but it's not. Because I'm far from that. And then to do my highlight, I like to spray my face with Fix Plus. Just for a subtle highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the shade Riveria. Something like this. I'm going to get this setting brush, dip into that. And I apply that above the blush. So the blush or the contour and the highlight make a sandwich with the blush in between. Down the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. And it's really not hard. It's just kind of accentuating all the dark and light features that you already have in your face. So that was it. Sorry, I did not set my face. I would have set my face with this MAC Studio Fix. I would have put that everywhere I was not baking, and that's it. Or I would just use like a translucent setting powder everywhere. So that is the full coverage, contour, and highlight. And I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. So subscribe and like this video if you would like to. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.